Bangkok, Thailand, one of the great food cities of the world and home to some of the friendliest people. I'm going to be here for the next 30 days, eating my way across this culturally rich landscape, and I'll be sharing my daily adventures here on this channel. My name is Alex, and you're watching Curated Adventures. So the thing about Chinatown is there's really no mistaking you're in Chinatown, especially this one here in Bangkok. It's one of the world's largest Chinatowns. Even in the daytime, it still has that energy that's just unique to a Chinatown. Of course, you can come at night. They close off parts of the streets, make where I'm standing here into walking lane, but as nice as it is to come at night and see the lights, there's way too many people. You got like 10 times more people coming down here, and yeah, there's more food options, but it's really hard to get a handle on any of it. So coming here in the daytime really makes the whole experience far more digestible, far more enjoyable. And so for today's episode, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna explore Chinatown in the day and find some good place to eat and not lose our minds doing it. So yeah, let's try that. All right, so that was one heck of a bowl of noodles, perhaps bigger than I needed for my first stop of the day here in Chinatown. I ordered mine, so you can get it as a soup. I almost never get any of these dishes as a soup. I get them brothless, I guess. But it's nice, so we got to see in the clip the guy was adding broth, a little bit of sugar, and some of the water from the actual, where he's boiling the noodles, onto the dry noodles to give it a little extra flavor. And the noodles themselves were definitely flavorful, but the stars of the show for me were definitely the cuts of pork, the beautiful cuts of pork, and the pork dumplings. Of course, it's nice that they had a little bit of veggies too in the dish, because veggies are hard to come by here in Bangkok. But overall, I just can't believe I had all of that food, that amount of food, that quality of noodle dish for 60 baht. It's unbelievable. But no, we got more to eat. This Chinatown thing is just beginning, so let's get going. right, so that was definitely a bit of a surprise for me. I've had maybe a dozen Hoi Thods in all my travels to Bangkok, and I always enjoy them. This time I ordered a crispy one, which is, I guess, the second time I've had crispy. Last week I had a crispy one at the market near my place. But what I find surprising is how tender it was. In fact, the crispy one I've had here is more tender, like fluffy as you would expect an omelet to be, than any of the other Hoi Thods I've had. It's pretty impressive. And then you have these juicy, delicious oysters on top, and some kind of a sauce or a gravy that binds everything underneath. And then that red sauce that's sweet, tiny bit of heat. It's kind of, maybe it's the perfect Hoi Thod, I don't know. I've never had one as good as this. This is the best I've had by far. I'm definitely putting it on the besties list, definitely coming back here again. But for now, we've got more eating to do, and I think we better get to it. So let's go. So I've had curry chicken before, and I've had barbecue chicken before, I've had sausages before, but never in my wildest dreams I imagine putting them all on one plate together. And yet, it totally works. And to such an extent that I'll say that's probably the best thing I've eaten on this trip in Bangkok. In fact, I'll even go one step further and say that if I was on a desert island and I could only have one dish for the rest of my life, I'd be okay with having that every single day. The fact that you can come here and have it for 65 baht, it's just absolutely unbelievable. I'm tempted to go back for another one, but we have some other place to go to, so I think we should get to it. So let's go. So that was quite the excellent place, and also quite the busy place, which I guess I could say the same as for Chinatown right now. It's just before 6 p.m. It's getting really busy. They've got the fences out to increase the walking areas, and probably in an hour it's just going to be a gong show down here. So I'm glad I came downtown, or down to Chinatown, with plans. I managed to go to all 4 spots that I wanted to. They were all unbelievable. They're all going to be on my besties list, but I think as far as eating goes, I've reached my outer limit. That's going to be it for me in Chinatown today. We'll add something to this episode. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it'll be something good. So keep watching, and I guess we'll see what's next. good morning everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here at Talat Phlu Wet Market. This market's actually about 12 minutes from our hotel room, and incidentally, if you're visiting the Golden Buddha, it's only a 12-minute walk from there. I come here for breakfast fairly regularly now. I discovered a little spot at the back end of the market that watching an episode of The Roaming Cook, Gary Butler. He's really good at finding these kinds of places, and he puts them on his YouTube channel. So thank you, Gary, for this gem of a place. For me, it's just once a week or a couple times a week I like to come here for some stir fry, and there's a little coffee place here too, and it's right along the river. It's a beautiful spot, so I think we should go check it out. So let's check it out. All right, so that was a nice little breakfast, and I guess a nice way to cap off the episode. So I'm gonna go home now and edit this video you're about to watch. And then probably I'm gonna have a nap. So anyways, thanks for watching another episode. We'll see you again soon.